Did you know that the world's most dangerous waters have claimed more lives than Mount Everest? Yes, you heard it right. Beneath the serene waves and the sparkling surface of our planet's waters often lurk dangers that are as deadly, if not more, as the tallest peak on Earth. We're talking about the unseen threats beneath the surface, the silent assassins, if you will. These aren't just your run-of-the-mill sharks, rip currents, and jellyfish. Oh no, these waters are a whole other level of peril. And the kicker? Unlike mountains with their clearly marked danger zones and warning signs, the ocean isn't so courteous. It doesn't exactly come with a "beware of the shark" sign. Imagine that. So, before you decide to take that refreshing dip, it might be wise to check if you're diving into a Mount Everest or a kiddie pool. So, next time you're thinking of taking a dip, maybe check if the water is more Mount Everest than kiddie pool. It's not always the big, toothy sharks you have to worry about. Sometimes it's the things you can't see that are the most dangerous. Allow me to introduce you to the unseen killers of the deep. Rip currents, undertows, and strong tides. These invisible assassins, unlike our shark friends, don't come with a set of gnashing teeth or a menacing fin slicing through the water. They're as silent as a whisper and as deadly as a viper. Rip currents, for instance, are like the ninjas of the ocean. They lie in wait, silent and invisible, only to snatch you away with the speed of a striking cobra when you least expect it. They're the ocean's version of a stealthy pickpocket, slipping away with your safety before you even know it's gone. Then we have undertows, the ocean's very own trapdoors. One minute you're floating carefree, the next you're being sucked down into the watery depths. It's like being at a party, enjoying yourself, when suddenly the floor opens up beneath you. Talk about a party pooper, right? And let's not forget about strong tides. These are the ocean's mood swings, changing the calm, serene waters into a swirling, tumultuous mess, faster than you can say "surf's up." It's like that friend who's all sunshine and rainbows one moment, and a thunderstorm the next. You just never know when they're going to flip the switch. But don't let these unseen monsters of the deep put you off your next beach adventure. Just like in a horror movie, knowing what's lurking in the shadows is half the battle. So, arm yourself with knowledge, respect the power of the ocean, and always swim with caution. Because at the end of the day, remember, what you can't see can indeed hurt you. Don't let their beauty fool you. These waters are as deadly as they are beautiful. Picture this: a sun-drenched coral paradise, shimmering with the rainbow hues of 1,000 different species, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It's a feast for the eyes, a kaleidoscope of life beneath the waves. But don't be too quick to slap on your snorkel and dive right in. This underwater Eden is also home to some of the most venomous creatures on the planet. The box jellyfish, with its near-invisible tentacles and heart-stopping venom, lurks amidst the corals, ready to turn your dream vacation into a nightmare. Now let's jet off to the Red Sea, where the azure waters beckon with the promise of an equally mesmerizing underwater spectacle. But again, the stunning beauty is just a tantalizing cover for the dangers that await. The stonefish, master of disguise, blends seamlessly with the ocean floor. Step on one, and you'll wish you'd packed your moon boots instead of flip-flops. And who can forget the blue hole in Belize? It's a diver's dream, a deep blue abyss of mystery and allure. But don't let its sapphire appeal fool you. Its depth and challenging conditions have claimed many a seasoned diver. It's like a siren's call, beautiful and deadly, luring you in with its enchanting song. It's a funny thing, isn't it? These waters, they're like the sirens of Greek mythology. Stunningly beautiful, irresistibly enchanting, but get too close and you might find yourself in a world of trouble. It's a strange paradox, a deadly beauty, but then again they do say that every rose has its thorn. So, as we journey through these alluring yet perilous waters, let's remember that sometimes beauty comes with a price. And in this case, that price might just be a little too steep. So if you're planning a vacation, maybe skip the Deadly Beauties and stick to the hotel pool. Now let's dive into the deep end and talk about the most dangerous waters in the world. First up, we have the mighty Nile River. It's not just the longest river in Africa, but it's also home to a rather unwelcoming host, the Nile crocodile. These guys can grow up to 20 feet long and have a notorious reputation for being extremely aggressive. They're not exactly the kind of locals you'd want to bump into during a leisurely swim. On the other side of the world, we have the Amazon River. This river is like a superstore for all things deadly. Piranhas, anacondas, electric eels, oh my, it's like a buffet of things that could potentially end your swimming career. And not in a good way. The Amazon isn't just a river, it's a water-bound adrenaline park for thrill seekers with a death wish. And then there's the waters around Australia. Now, Australia is a beautiful country with stunning beaches and clear blue waters. But don't let that fool you. These waters are packed with more deadly creatures than a horror movie marathon. Great white sharks, deadly jellyfish, venomous stonefish, and let's not forget the saltwater crocodile. It's basically a who's who of things that can kill you in the ocean. But let's not be all doom and gloom here. After all, these waters are also home to some of the most awe-inspiring creatures and stunning underwater landscapes on the planet. They may be dangerous, but they're also incredibly fascinating. So, if you're an adrenaline junkie, these waters might be the adventure you're looking for. Or, you could just try skydiving. After all, the only thing you'll have to worry about there is gravity. And let's be honest, compared to a 20-foot crocodile, gravity doesn't seem all that scary, does it? But don't worry, we're not saying you should never go swimming again. On the contrary, we're all about that splash life. But as with anything in life, safety is paramount. So let's dive into some safety measures and precautions you can take when dipping your toes in unfamiliar waters. Firstly, knowledge is power, my friends. Before you jump into any body of water, do your homework. Research the area. Are there any known dangers? Are there local lifeguards stationed? Are there any warning signs posted? This is not the time to play the rebel. Those signs are there for a reason, folks. Now onto the gear. We're not saying you need to look like you're about to embark on a deep-sea diving expedition every time you go for a swim, but some basic safety gear can go a long way. Life jackets or personal flotation devices are a must if you're not a strong swimmer or if you're swimming in deep waters. And hey, who said safety can't be fashionable? There are so many stylish options these days. Speaking of fashion, let's talk about floaties and water wings. Sure, they might make you look like you're auditioning for a role in a kid's pool party scene, but these little inflatable buddies can be literal lifesavers. So let's put the ego aside and embrace the floaty life. Next, there's strength in numbers. Whenever possible, swim with a buddy. Not only does it double the fun, but it also means there's someone there to help if things get a little too adventurous. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, never underestimate the power of the sea. Mother Nature is a force to be reckoned with, and even the most experienced swimmers can find themselves in trouble if they're not careful. So, remember, when it comes to swimming in unknown waters, it's always better to be safe than sorry. After all, safety is sexy, right? Before we wrap things up, let's take one last plunge into the deep end. Our journey today has taken us beneath the surface of some of the world's most treacherous waters. We've braved the unseen killers, admired the deadly beauties, and even dared to dip our toes into the most dangerous waters known to man. It's been quite a ride, wouldn't you agree? Let's take a moment to revisit our adventure. Remember the danger beneath the waves? Those lurking threats that hide in the depths, ready to strike when you least expect it. We're talking about the venomous creatures, the unseen underwater currents, and the deadly cold temperatures that can turn a leisurely swim into a fight for survival. And who could forget the unseen killers? Those silent assassins that lurk in the shadows of the ocean, like the box jellyfish with its lethal sting, or the saltwater crocodile, waiting patiently to snatch its prey. Makes you think twice about that leisurely dip in the ocean, doesn't it? Then we moved on to the deadly beauties of the deep, the vibrant, colorful, and utterly dangerous creatures that mesmerize with their beauty while posing a serious threat. The dazzling cone snail, the captivating blue-ringed octopus, and the stunning lionfish, all with their deadly allure. But let's not forget the most dangerous waters themselves. The unpredictable and treacherous seas that have claimed many an unsuspecting swimmer. The Red Triangle in California, home to the great white shark, the Gansbai in South Africa, the shark capital of the world, and of course the Northern Territory in Australia, where saltwater crocodiles reign supreme. And of course we discuss the importance of safety first, the need to respect the water, understand the risks, and prepare adequately before venturing into the unknown. So, what have we learned from our little adventure? That the world's waters are full of surprises, some of them far from pleasant. That a healthy respect for the ocean and its inhabitants can go a long way in ensuring your safety. And most importantly, that with the right knowledge and preparation, we can enjoy the water without becoming, well, shark snacks. It's a big old wet world out there, full of mystery, danger, and incredible beauty. But with a dash of caution, a sprinkle of knowledge, and a healthy dose of respect, we can navigate these waters safely and live to tell the tale. So, next time you go for a swim, remember, it's a jungle out there, or should we say, an ocean.